Dear engineers and other viewers like the architects, the consulting engineer companies, the contractors, especially the engineers. I am going to upload my new lecture on topic of closure of a construction project. In my first slide, as usual, I am introducing myself with the name, the profession, the background, the role I played in different companies during my career, current achievement. What is my current achievement? What I have described is in my slide number 1. The platform is YouTube channel, and the link for the YouTube channel is in my last slide. So I request all of you to please subscribe my channel, like my channel, and share my channel to as many as engineers and other contacts in your group and in your contacts, for which I will be thankful to you. About my interactive lectures also, I have covered that these lectures are based on construction of a building, covering all the civil, MEP, and up to the ID works. So please go through all the slides, and especially go through slide number 1, 2 to last slide. Thank you very much. Dear engineers, once again in slide number 2, I have discussed about my interactive lecture as well as my advice to you, the engineers. Please follow this advice and try to gain the technical and practical knowledge at construction project. Even you are the degree holder, diploma holder, master's degree, or anything like that. So I have once again emphasized to discuss about the criteria of not doing only the engineer. The criteria should also be to learn the technical and practical knowledge of construction projects when you are working on any construction project. Thank you. Dear viewers, now we are at slide number 3. In this slide, we will discuss about what is the project closure defined as. Project closure of a construction project refers to the final phase of construction project, whereas all work is completed and the project is formally handed over to the client or the owner. It involves ensuring that all the contractual obligations are met, inspections are completed, documentation is done properly and provided to the client, and any outstanding issues are resolved. The key steps in this chapter includes that completion of the work ensures all the construction tasks are finished, including any punch list with best quality of works. Inspection is to be done by the architect, by the project management company, along with the client and the contractors, handing over and transferring control of the building to the client, often with training of maintenance or operation to the client's representatives or client. Final documentation is also done, providing warranties, manuals, as-built drawings, and other relevant documents. So all these things are to be handed over to the client. The example is in residential building project, after the last coat of the paint is applied and minor repairs are completed, the contractors schedules a final inspection. Once approved, and building keys are handed over to the owner, and final invoices are settled. The contractor also provides the ownership of the building and along with the warranties for the plumbing, electrical, and all HVAC and other related services. So this is the guideline for you engineers. Please follow it. Thank you very much. Dear engineers and viewers, slide number 4 is regarding the documentation and document management. What is document management? Dear engineers, since the documentation at construction project is a engineer's process from the start of the project till the handing over and till the keys are handed over to the client, which is called the closure of the project. The construction project is it is advised that instead of printing out hundreds of sheets of papers, the document construction team and the project office can prepare the soft copies of all the documents, keep it in safe custody, and can be handed over digitally to the client. All the hard copies also to be kept in office. If client needs the hard copies, these hard copies can also be handed over to the client. Thank you very much. Dear engineers and all the other viewers, in slide number 5, I will highlight about the project closure can take place at different stages, sorry. It's not necessary and mandatory that a project is closed at initial stages. Rather, it is mandatory that from the beginning of the project, the foundation of project to be stable and strong. How to do the strong and stable foundation? We have to do the planning, a master plan that ensures the construction project runs smoothly and meets all the deadlines, budget constraints and quality standards. Execution of the project is based on in time completion with best quality for the proper team to be much vigilant at each and every stage of the project. Now handing over, we will repeat all these things so that your brain should be revived and refreshed. Handing over, including satisfactory handing over, project with no quality constraints also to be there. Project closure, getting out of the project after full satisfaction of the client and other stakeholders. This is also one of the stage for the closure of the project. Project closure is finally getting out of the project after full satisfaction of the client and architects and other stakeholders. So these are the stages to be taken care of during the construction of a project, and you have to be so keen to learn and understand what is to be done at different stages of the project to go for the closure. Dear engineers, in slide number 6 we'll discuss about how to keep the records of proceedings at construction projects. This is your responsibility. The construction team and site team, this is the responsibility of the project manager, the site engineer, the supervisors, and all the stakeholders. It is necessary for them to record the proceedings of the construction project so that these records can be referred as and when required at any time. You have to keep the record of all the minutes of meetings happened weekly, monthly, and daily. All the records of the agenda of meetings which was prepared before the meeting is to be held. Also, you have to keep the record of changes taking place from time to time. These changes will affect the value of the project as well as time. So you have to keep the record of these in a proper template and to be signed off by the authorities issuing the order of changes of the project. activities. During the lifetime of the project, several documents are generated to be kept in safe custody, and so that you can refer them as required also at the time of the closure of the project. So this is a very important issue to keep your records intact and in safe custody. Thank you very much. In slide number 7, we'll discuss about the reasons for improper closure of the project. Why the project is not closed in proper way. There are so many reasons, but I will discuss very briefly in this slide. Issues come up even after a project is being handed over and closed. If arbitration or investigation is needed, proper and in time documentation duly acknowledged and signed by the authorities and the client and the concerned stakeholders, all the staff, site staff and office based staff must be prompt for the day one to maintain the records of all the documents, keeping hard and soft copies to be presented to the client. So in this way you have to be protect your company. It is observed that many projects that even after the project is closed and handed over, these issues are minor, and these issues becomes major also. If necessary, to review the record which will satisfy all the stakeholders of those issues. In this context, it is necessary that during the project process, all the documents to be got approved. Once again, I am emphasizing that all the documents to be approved by the client and the other authorities and stakeholders. Thank you. In slide number 8, we'll go through the requirements of the documents at the time of closeout of the project. When preparing a closeout of construction project, to finalize the documentation, certifications and records needed for the successful handing over of the project to the client in best quality. The following are some of the typical documents which I'm going to discuss now. Number 1 is as-built drawings. Updated drawings rectifying all the changes made during the construction phase, indicating the actual location and specifications of the elements installed, like all the services. These as-built drawings are to be prepared by the contractors from time to time when changes taking place or different from the original drawings. Operation and maintenance manual. This is very important document also. Manual for all the systems and equipment installed during the construction, detailing how to operate and maintain the installed equipment. Warranty documents. Warranties of materials, plants and products and systems used, including the length of the warranty and terms and conditions of each warranty is to be mentioned. Final inspection report. Documentation of final inspection by local authorities if it is applicable, like in Pakistan at Karachi Defence Housing Authority. Building inspection or third party inspectors. This may indicate certification that the construction complies with the local codes and regulations. Certificate of occupancy issued by the local authorities or by the architect. This certificate confirms that the project is safely handed over and occupied by the clients and according to the building codes. Slide number 9 we are going to discuss now, but in slide number 8 these documents are to be prepared and handed over to the client at the closure of the project. Dear engineers, as we discussed in slide number 8, that during the construction closeout period, the requirements of documents are as-built drawings, operation and maintenance manuals, warranty documents, final inspection reports, certificate of occupancy. Now, in slide number 9 also, we will discuss point number 6 of the documentation required during the closeout period. Number 6 is punch list and completion sign off. The punch list is a list of items that needs to be completed or corrected before the acceptance by the architect, by the consultants, and all the other stakeholders, including the client. Change order documents, as we discussed earlier also, copies of the approved change orders during the project, along with any adjustments to the contract price or timeline happens. Final payment applications, a document that includes all the costs incurring during the construction, including final adjustment to the retainage, and reflects any outstanding balance or payment to any stakeholder. Testing and commissioning report. This report is very important for the plants and equipment resulting from any test conducted on systems such as HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and mechanical works, verifying that the works are intact and works properly. Environmental and safety compliance report is also one of the documents can be submitted. Number 11 is insurance bond and document. If it is applicable, copies of the final insurance certificate is to be submitted to the client along with all the liabilities completed. Handing over documents. This is point number 12 of the documents required during the closeout of the project. These may include the final handover letter, project summary, and the relevant documents about the warranty periods, post-construction services, and ongoing supports. So all these documents are to be submitted along with some other documents which we are going to discuss in slide number 10. And viewers, as we discussed in slide number 8 and slide number 9 about the documents required for the close-up, we will discuss again in slide number 10. Point number 13 is photographs and site documentation and videos. High quality photographs and the walkthrough videos are to be submitted to the client, both interior and exterior, along with any relevant site photos taken during the different phases of the construction project. So all these photographs are to be kept in safe custody and to be submitted to the client along with the progress report. Final project report. A report summarizing the entire project from start to the finishing, highlighting any changes encountered or any critical issues encountered, lesson learned, and how the project met its goals in time and in budget. Schedule of the quality was also followed and fulfilled. Client acceptance letter is also very important. A formal document signed by the client confirming the acceptance of the completed project with best quality and with satisfaction of the client. Closeout document is the final one, submission and this is also to be submitted. A final submission package containing all the aforementioned documents organized and submitted to the client. These documents not only mark the final completion of the project but also ensures that both the contractors, clients, and all other stakeholders have all necessary records for the future reference, maintenance, and potential legal purposes. So this is the details of the documents required for the close up of a project. Thank you. Dear engineers, one of the important document is the walkthrough points with the architect, electromechanical consultant, and contractor plus the client. This document is related to all the surroundings of the building in from inside and outside. The inspection is done, and these points are inspected by the client, by the architects, by the consultants, and all the stakeholders. So I will read one by one and ask you the question if you are working at a site. So let me know about these points if you have had a walkthrough with the architect. Please tell me, are the punch list items completed and inspected and signed off by the architect, the consultants, and by the clients? You say yes or no. If the project closure report prepared and signed off by the concerned stakeholders, is it yes or no? Is the building done and verified by the architect and consultant and finally by the client? Records jointly measurements are done or not? Are our entire floor finishes checked and approved by the client and the architect? Say yes or no. Is the waterproofing of roofs and other wet areas like washrooms and kitchens and all that is done and there is no damage and leakage after the inspection? Say yes or no. Are all the services, fittings, fixtures properly checked above the false ceiling and certified by the services? Also inside the toilets and kitchens, all the services and fittings are being checked. So all the other areas like paint and tiles and other items fixed in that building are being checked or not. So you have to yourself see all these things and submit yes or no to the client so that client can understand that these the items are done and these the items are balanced before the close out of the project. That's why I said that there is some lacking when the project is closed out and handed over. So there are some issues are raised after that. So these issues should not be raised so that there should not be any problem in later course. Thank you very much. Dear engineers, contractors, architects, project management companies, and all other stakeholders involved in a construction project, I am thankful to review my YouTube channel, and I request you to please subscribe my channel, like my channel, and share my channel to as many as engineers in your contact so that these engineers can also get some technical and practical knowledge from my lectures. My YouTube channel link is as under in my slide number 12, so that you can go through these slides and the best thing I requested and earlier also requested that please comment, the engineers especially, please comment each and every slide you see and you go through, so that I can answer you. My email ID is ghabidi at gmail.com. You can write to me on that, and also on the comments itself you can write to me whatever improvement is required. Or engineers, if you need any type of lecture on civil engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, HVAC engineering, or any other topic related to the construction of a project, I will prepare that lecture and I will present it to you. I am thankful to everyone to please subscribe my channel, like my channel, and share my channel to as many as engineers. The channel link is in bottom of my slide number 12. Thank you very much.